the day. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida,
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
A lot of defensive coordinators are up late the night before they take on Colin Kaepernick because they know he's not an easy man to scheme against. He can beat you with the big arm, taking shots downfield. Also beat you with his legs, either off of design runs or in the passing game by improvising and taking off.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Taken down and sacked.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State, it's USF's Marlon Mack, and able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Williams on the tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
The kick is good. Makes the score Colts 3, Jaguars nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
7 yards there and a first down.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert, and Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
Fucking hell.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Shit.
And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
45-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The tackle made.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I would tee off on your quarterback makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Jaguars.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. Tyler Eifert, touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, 35 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And that is caught for the 2 points.
Successful. That makes the score Jaguars 8, Colts 3.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Oops, told you on the wrong way.
Get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A run by Mack to start the drive. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Back 390, 180.
From the gun, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body, because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He dumps this off to Mack, and he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover, When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply.
Mack gets hit, and the ball is free.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Mack, draw play. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 27.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Rivers hands this one to Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Catch made here by Campbell. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Makes the score Jaguars 8.
Oh, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment, because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
No.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Okay, so it's not as I thought it was. I was going to fucking freak because I thought it was my fucking running back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Thompson. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
1st and 10.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up.
I wasn't paying attention to which way the run slat was.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run around.
Ah, that's a good block.
There's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
If I lose Thompson.
It's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking.
If I lose Thompson, I'm in trouble.
Nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 33. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
At the 28-yard line.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up
8-6 the score after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Jaguars.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he's a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Marlon Mack, the Colt ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rivers going to get this into the hands of Mack. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 21. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. We'll call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He's got Jack Doyle. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Joe Schobert.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
28-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
Got a flag.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Rushing
So
the
that
kicker.
one will be
Yeah, well,
accepted.
what else am I supposed to do?
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Mack. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd down and goal. Rivers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Now
Oh, my God.
Rivers lost the football. And now we'll get a timeout.
Injury
Looks like
timeout,
we got
yeah,
a Jaguar
yeah.
and some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're going to take the lead here as it's now 9-8.
Jaguars.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And sometimes change can be good, and Chris Conley with a nice catch there is showing us exactly how. First 4 seasons in Kansas City, kind of buried on the depth chart there. First year in Jacksonville last year, career highs in yardage with 775, and added 5 touchdowns to that list as well.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And Conley's got it over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 13 yards out. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
What are you doing?
Caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the bet.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around.
Click game difficulty. No, I can't change it because this is way too easy.
Find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing. Take care of the football.
Brings up second and
on second down now. It's Thompson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run with Thompson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it here with Thompson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now Thompson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
They run the draw play with Mack. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle made by... So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Gonna be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just one
It was
week
yesterday,
gone
but
and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Colts, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Okay, install the game plan, simulate. Okay. There we go. Really? Old Madden is next? No.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Alright, I'll be back in just a second. I gotta go and do something. Then when I got 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Kaepernick now on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The numbers for Eifert in that game last week, 10 catches, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
And one of the top receiving games in the league in Week 1, and they're expecting those types of games from him each and every time out. They're going to need that from him.
Oh, I'm gone.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Is this the hardest difficulty? Surely not. Settings. It is.
Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season, and the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time at a QB. The man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across midfield.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 14 carries, 73 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Tannehill throwing complete there. To Humphreys.
Tannehill's pass complete to Adam Humphreys.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Evades him at the 20. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive. March they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
6 makes it 3rd and 2.
Derrick Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. I want to take that course.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Thompson. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Down at the 28-yard line.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
There we go.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but they lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards.
Anybody know much about American football?
A good
Any
pick
Americans
up
in
there.
here?
8 yards on the 1st down completion. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
On the Australian, so it's not the biggest thing for me.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A pass complete here to Conley. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the carry, Thompson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
The tackle made by Harold Landry.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll turn to Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. We'll check on his status when we get back. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry for Henry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad. So then we'll find out if they can actually play.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw them play with a loss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Eifert has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Roughing the passer defense.
No.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
And it's 4th down.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Jaguars 14, Titans 3.
Well, this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Ngakoue on the tackle. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 16-yard.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Why is this so easy?
Al Woods drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here.
Whoa!
That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year.
What the hell was that?
It's paying off.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
48-yard line.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Thompson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A gain of 2 yards.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down. On the ground, it's Thompson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
They toss it to Thompson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Amani Hooker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
17-yard line.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Now 2nd and 6.
From the 17, Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
A gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Draw play. This is Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made by...
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
When you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Jaguars' 30-yard line.
Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrynton Evans. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Oh, my God.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Don't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection. Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They run with Thompson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Ball carrier.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Thompson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 and the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
They run it here with Thompson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For the running back.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
A gain of 12.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
14-yard line.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Kaepernick now to throw. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
18-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
At their own 20-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number. So,
shit.
we could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And able to find Conley. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
14. Titans.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Oh, what flag?
Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Al Woods coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
It sets up the 4th down.
At their own 20-yard.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down.
There you go.
That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Thomas just shoved his way in.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
First down, Jacksonville.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, a run with Thompson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll set up to throw from the gun. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That was good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Complete to Corey Davis.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is third and goal. Here's Henry. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
At the 18-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third. This pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go.
And oh, it's blocked. And the Jags get it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things?
Dude, he fucking came out of the he came out of nowhere.
And the
I fucking blocked that shit.
To get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand
Give
there.
me somewhere to run.
Now those guys are going
damn
after
it.
because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2
they
points.
can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive.
Oh,
and
for
now here's
fuck's sake. Now it's
another
over.
interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's first and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
On the tackle.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
Reassert themselves here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 31. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. This is Thompson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Number 34.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Oh, you bitch!
My goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the 4th quarter still to come. We're in the 3rd. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
He's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. And this is going to
move.
On the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, it's Kaepernick. He's got it complete to Thompson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
What the hell?
And the Jaguars get a score closer. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Let it bounce in, bang.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Jackson.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3 from the 9. His pass caught at the 4. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
The pass.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly a... It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Alright, I can pull this back 1 sec. So now I've got a verse. Oh wait, no, there's a Tennessee, so we're... Great.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Alright, we can beat the Dolphins. We're gonna beat the Dolphins. 100%. Okay. My player. Chris Thompson. My goals.
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, kickoff for Miami. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
A first carry now for Thompson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Why?
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Byron Jones on the cover.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick.
Okay, catch it.
And this is going to be incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. And they'll be led out by their veteran quarterback in season number 16 of the NFL. It's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick's the kind of guy you want on your team in every situation, whether you want him to be your starter, whether you want him to bridge and help a rookie out like Tua Tagovailoa. It doesn't matter. He can fit every spot you're looking for. He's in the 2nd year of a 2-year deal with 5 and 8 and 13 starts last year with 20 touchdown passes. And anytime he's on the field, there could be some Fitz magic.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a
Josh
loss
Allen
of 8.
fucking
And it
picking
also brings
shit
up
up.
4th.
And a sack there by Josh Allen, and sometimes we have to draw the distinction. Is it the Buffalo quarterback, or is it the Jacksonville sack artist, as we just saw there? Former first-round pick, huge impact in his rookie year in 2019, 10.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Kaepernick going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
To Chris Thompson.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips
Flag,
the other way,
whatever I
too,
got.
when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Wait, what? Sea of Thieves. Yeah, we're gonna. No, actually, no. We're not yet. Not yet. No.
Penalty flag had to come out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move
now
on
we'll
1st down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Caught Eifert.
I don't know how I managed that.
The numbers for Eifert in that game last week. He had 200 yards in his sights, but fell a little bit short.
And I think with him coming off of a game like that, you actually run the risk of trying to force it to him too much, because those numbers don't happen every week so easily.
Chris Thompson,
but you think that they're going to.
absolutely not.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom team. And this is going to be intercepted.
Yep. No, now we're done.